Hello, this is Comrade Rant, and again, thank you for watching. So I'm gonna be covering For Honor only GameStop Collector Edition, that it's called Apollyon Edition Collector's Bundle. Now, let's gonna be talking about. So this game will be released on February 14, 2017, basically close to this year, and it would comes with the For Honor Gold Edition, so it's basically a season pass and a starter game and some small DLCs, nothing particularly huge, but again, fuck you Ubisoft for season pass and shit like that, because the game need to be completed, and I don't need to buy, let's say, a hamburger and pay for the ketchup or the mayonnaise. Another thing here is the statue. The statue is 40 inches, it's more than 1 feet, it's a pretty big statue. 40 inches is definitely not small one. It looks amazing. Again, Triforce are good when it comes to making statue. I cannot say they're bad. They're a good company when it comes to making statue, but every collector edition that I've known for now, or maybe this year, every collector edition that Triforce actually made the statue there have tendency to lose value and lose it pretty fast. Now Ubisoft themselves is probably, I don't know why their company is making so much mistakes one on another, and they have some franchise that hold their company barely, and I think it's one of the problems. I really don't like Ubisoft when it comes to how they treat the fans, how they treat their games even, and I really hope For Honor will be great, but for now, from what I'm hearing, it feels like we still need to wait for it. So I'm really waiting to pre-order it, but I'll, take this chance not to pre-order it. I suggest you not to pre-order this game too, because I have a slight weird feeling that maybe we'll have another fail because they're hyping it too much, and again they are doing that shit with too many collector editions, too many of them. There's really a lot of it, and I'm somebody that likes really games like that. I played Mount and Blade, I like Chevrolet Chivalry, I think it's called. I kind of those games excite me. For Honor looks something a good combination of those genres, and looks really interesting, and I do wanna play it, but still I'm kind of baffled for too many collector edition. There's too many of them actually. There's 2 collector edition, and there's 3. There's standard, deluxe, gold, war edition, and now we have Apollyon edition that jumped up almost 2 months after the war edition was announced, and it's bad. I think it's bad. When it comes to the statue, what I wanted to say, it's $120. This is basically the value in this collector edition. The value here is the statue. The game itself, games never hold value, and the only thing that will definitely hold your value is the statue. And what the statue represent here is, if it's a good quality statue, if it's a polystone, it's worth it. It's definitely this collector edition worth it. If this statue, because I cannot see, there's not too much information, they only released it yesterday, this statue definitely not in the price tag of $120 if it's PVC again. Triforce are good when it comes to PVC, but if I up the game and make it poly, it's a fucking amazing collector edition, probably something that I would suggest to hold and even buy, because polystone hold value. If it's a PVC, if it's like Gears of War or Halo or all those collectors that they made, it's good statue, but it's not going to be holding value. And you have to understand that PVC does not cost that much. It does not cost that kind of quantity of, that kind of money. And if you want to have a good example, let's talk about Reaper from Overwatch, that Blizzard, that they released their statue. It's $150 polystone statue, high quality 3D print polystone. It's basically 3D printed and then replicated with polystone, but still it's a great polystone, and it's at $150. Here this statue is $120. It's smaller, and if it's PVC, it's supposed to hell damn costs so much less than a Reaper statue that is bigger and made with better materials and looks superb compared to this. Now, that's how I understand it. And basically now I'm more collecting polystone statues and actually advancing into next level, is my opinion. But I hope as fuck that this collector edition comes with the polystone statue, because if it's not, it's overpriced already. It's again Triforce and their shit. Triforce again with their collector edition that lose value eventually. Like, I don't know one that actually hold the value strongly. I don't really know even one collector edition from Triforce that hold it value strongly, and that's because they overprice it. And second of things that I don't like in this collector edition, although if it's polystone it's worth it, if it's PVC it's not worth it. I don't like the idea of there's too many collector edition. And now the biggest fuck up is for people that actually pre-ordered the war edition with the free helmets. If you already pre-ordered, let's say 2-3 months again when it was released, and you really wanted to have the high-end collector edition for this game, and you were excited, and the price was pretty on spot, 40 additional dollar free helmets, that's good spot, that's good pricing. It's not overpriced, it's the hell on the spot. This collector edition, and this collector edition is now out and renounced, you have more choices. It's a bummer. Some people already spent their money to get the collector edition, and now there's another collector edition, and they didn't have the option to choose rightly what collector edition they wanted. The release day is not good. It's a fuck up. I know Ubisoft greedy bastards want to sell probably more collector edition, because maybe some people didn't like the war edition and now they have this option, so probably will go for this. But everybody that did support the World Edition, Collector Edition, if you did bother and you actually want to have this because this is something you prefer, and I probably, me, if I already had pre-ordered the For Honor, I would definitely prefer this Collector Edition if I'm really excited for because this statue looks much better. Again, it's PVC. If it's PVC, it's not if it's PVC, it's not worth it in my opinion, but it's overpricing with, let's say, $40. That's not too much of a value. But if it's polystone, it's get it, it's really good. But again, it's a bummer that I think it's not good when it comes to the fans, because you already had some kind of collector edition that you waited for it and you bought the best, and now there's another one and you already pre-ordered that one. So to spend that kind of money to have them all is too much to ask. That's milking your customers, the new fan base actually. And again, they make too much collector edition for a new fucking franchise. That's what pisses me off. This is not a standing franchise yet. It can become a really good game. It can become really strongly and stand collector edition. And I fucking hell support every game that succeeded and surprises me, and I enjoy it and it spends my time well. But this game is not out yet. We do not have reviews. We don't have fucking nothing yet. This game can be crap, and we had a lot of those games this year, and fuck, 2060 was terrible with some of the games. I hope 2070 this game will prove wrong, that Ubisoft actually can make good games or hold good games. But again, you never know, and making too much collector editions for a new game isn't good. You have lower demand because you yet to have a fan base. The fan base will come if the game will be solid, really enjoyable, and the demand will grow when actually you can buy it. For now, I feel the demand isn't high enough. The demand here is only from the hype itself, and hype demand is always bad. So be careful with this collector edition, but again, it's your choice. So it will be only for consoles. It's PlayStation 4 and Xbox only. It's not coming to the PC. And again, GameStop, only GameStop. From what I know now, it's only on USA. I don't know if it comes to GameStop Europe. So I hope it is, because Europe is suffering from Ubisoft. I think I cannot access their Ubisoft store. It's only USA. I cannot buy GameStop, and I need to go for flippers on eBay, and their crazy ass fuckers that overprice everything and trying to make a lot of money from shit that actually don't worth that kind of money. And eventually, if you don't pay them, they drop the price. Flippers are there because you're paying them. So again, I'm suggesting, like every video from where I started this channel, to not buy from flippers for overpricing or pre-order hype. It's never good. But again, it looks interesting, and the collector edition definitely not worth it if it's a $120 PVC statue. It's not. Especially, it's not. It's never is. Every 3/4 that has that tag value loses the value. If it's a polystone $120 statue, it's fucking worth it as hell. But again, it's your own choice. Basically, I'm not gonna be pre-ordering because for me it's Europe. I'm fucked up on this situation. I cannot get it, and I didn't even get the 400 War Edition. And everybody that got the War Edition, you probably can stop the pre-order or go and buy this. If you're in the USA, it's probably better, but I think it's overpriced if it's PVC. But you'll see this information in the future. You can ask if it's PVC from some companies, I don't know, from GameStop, and if it's PVC, I think it's not gonna hold that value that strongly. Usually they lose value, the PVC statues, especially the one that costs $120. But here is the thing that you should always consider when you're buying a collector edition: the demand and the quantity. If GameStop made too many of them, it will lose quantity because more than the demand. If they make more than the demand, this will stay in storage and they'll have to sell it out, so you'll see it on sale on super low prices. If the demand is really high and there's even millions of them, but demand is 2 millions, it's gonna hold the value. So you need to think about that. But I think the demand here, it's a new franchise. The demand here is based on hype. You can see basically how the demand will work when the game will be released. If the game releases and it's really solid, you can go and catch these collector editions, probably will hold value. But if it's not, but again, I think probably don't pre-order stuff. I'm always telling, usually it's not good to pre-order. So that's my honest opinion. Again, thank you for watching. I know I ranted about this pretty much a lot, but I'll make it like this. It's a little bit sad. It's a new franchise. You don't need to make so much collector edition for a new unestablished franchise. Unestablished game. It's really bad that those collector edition wasn't released on the same day, and you didn't give your fans the choice to get the collector edition that you really want, and you actually kind of force them to get the best collector edition from there and now to go here. And definitely, if it's PVC, it's overpricing. $120 for a 40-inch PVC statue is pretty high. And I know it's 3/4, they're really good when sculpting, but still, it's a PVC, and none of their collector edition PVC statues hold that strongly the value, because again, it's PVC, it's not that great value. If it's a polystone, fuck yeah, that's definitely worth the value here. And if the game's solid, this collector edition will be close to the Dark Souls 3 collector edition that were amazing in my opinion. So guys, girls, everybody that's watching me, thank you for watching. Have a great and amazing day. And that's my opinion. Take it as my opinion. Don't get angry. And have a great and amazing day. And again, description below I'll put what you can. Basically, it's GameStop. I don't need to put anything. I'll give you a trailer, I guess, for the game. Have a great and amazing day, and I'll see you around.